this is Callum Bair, and welcome to Beginning Rock Rhythm Guitar. This course is for guitar players who have some experience with the fretboard but are still getting familiar with how they can actually play rhythm guitar. So if you've taken an intro level course, you have some experience with scales and some basic chords, but you really want to dig into the fundamentals of what makes great rhythm guitar playing, this course is going to be for you. When you're starting your journey on guitar, you might learn a couple different rhythm guitar parts and find that they all seem really different, and that it's hard to kind of decipher what comes first and how to logically progress in learning rhythm guitar in itself. And that's what we're going to do in this course. We're going to start at the basics of how you play rock and roll and what makes up basic rhythm in rock and roll, and how we use all of these, kind of basic ideas that work as jumping off points into all of the different styles that make up rock and roll. So while it may seem like there is a plethora of different things that we can do with rhythm guitar and rock and roll, which there are, there's a lot of simple concepts and connective tissue that really make up the essence of all of them. And that's what we're going to discuss in this course. My goal for you in this course is to get a firm understanding of the fundamentals. And in understanding those fundamentals, we're going to learn how we can play classic rock and kind of the fundamentals of playing rock. But going off of that, we're going to see how we can branch out into all of these different styles, all of these different subgenres, and all of these different techniques that really just span from a couple of simple ideas that we implement on our instrument. I've designed this course with lessons that specifically focus on getting all of these fundamentals down under our fingertips, and then playing through a couple different examples that play through some of the greats of rock and roll and other genres that really exemplify these different concepts, because for me it's always about learning a concept and then directly applying it. We are going to have lessons that really isolate these different techniques, these different chord voicings, and the different theories that go behind putting these voicings together. But we're also going to have some fun and really going to get to put our knowledge to the test and just playing some of these chords and some of these different voicings over fun backing tracks and learn about the different styles that make up rock. When I was learning this instrument, I remember having this really strict understanding of rhythm guitar is when you play chords, generally around the first position, and lead guitar is when you play single note lines further up the neck. And I remember the first time I heard Jimi Hendrix, it really completely shifted my perspective as to what rhythm guitar actually is, because it's really a combination of so many different elements, and it's not just this one thing. We can be so dynamic in the way that we approach rhythm guitar, and those are the techniques and the ideology that I hope to share with you in this course. Before getting into this course, you should have a basic understanding of how your instrument works. So that basically means you've played maybe a couple songs here and there, you've taken a course before, you're at least familiar with how your fingers feel on the fretboard. Now, when we get into all of these different chord positions, we are really going to start from, the essentials. So I'm going to walk you through how to do everything, but having some experience, at least trying to play some of your first position chords, playing maybe your minor pentatonic scale or your major pentatonic scale, these are all going to be little things that are going to be really helpful getting into this course, even though we'll reiterate them. I had a lot of fun putting this course together. We get to talk about a lot of really interesting concepts that always hit home to me why this is such an important instrument and how we can find ourselves in a band and just find our voice on the instrument. So we're going to be covering a lot of my favorite concepts on this, and we're really just going to be taking ourselves through the basics of harmony and understanding how we can find our own way throughout this instrument as we play chords, riffs, rhythms, and everything in between. So grab your guitar and I'll see you in the first lesson.